Sorry. So scary. Okay.
Apparently, my 9-year-old nephew wanted permission to make a Facebook account, and my sister was like, no, you're 9. And then he figured out how to make one behind her back, and got caught immediately when he sent her a friend request. Okay, I don't know if this was me, but when I was younger and I wanted to be on social media, my parents forced me to follow them on their accounts and then have them follow me. And truly, there is nothing more awkward than posting just random memes on your Instagram page and then having your mom reply that she found it funny. My daughter was born when my son was just 2. For the first 6 months of her life, we were constantly greeting her. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, little one. Hi, my precious baby. And now my daughter's 18 months old, and no matter how much we correct him, my son is convinced that her name is Hi. He will say, Mom, Hi is awake, Hi is hungry, and my absolute favorite, Hello, Hi. You know what, you should never correct him. Let it turn into like a nickname or something. Let him know that his sister actually has a real name, but let that be a little in-joke for your family. That's extremely cute. Yo, my God, my niece done told her school that we put weed in her food at home, and that's why she be sleepy. Y'all, it's parsley. My sister's going to jail. Ooh, I really hope you guys corrected the school, because your sister may just see some potential jail time for something that she never did. That is awful. But the funny thing is that this only could come to be if someone told your niece that what's in her food is weed. It's either somebody at school or somebody in that house who really wants to see your sister go to jail. Now, how did we get here? Now, how did this happen? What is the story? And what are we going to do to prevent this from happening again? Like, seriously, this man looks distraught. And you're taking a picture of him in his weakest moment. Audrey, 6 years old. Daddy, did you know that after Michael left my school, he came back and now people call him David? Does he look and sound totally different too? Yes! How can I? That's not the same kid, honey. Maybe. This method should not be as successful as it is. Giving children $5 and letting them hold it against the wall should not be effective at having them be busy for 3 hours. This should not continue to work, yet it does, time after time. Hey everyone, I just have a quick question. Where in the dad manual did it mention how to stop a 3-year-old from taking bites out of f***ing drywall? That's a simple fix. You just have to make the drywall not tasty. My son just came up to me with a bag of chips and said, Daddy, I can't eat this. The bag is broken, pointing to the open end of the bag. Now, me thinking that this was just a 5-year-old being a 5-year-old and making a deal out of some minor grievance, I said this. There's nothing wrong with it. Just eat the chips. I can't. The bag's broken. What does that have to do with the chips? No, I can't eat it because there's a hole in the bag. Yeah, that's how you open it. Here, give me the bag. He carefully hands me the bag. I grab it by the open end, and the chips immediately fall out the bottom. Both sides of the bag were open. I told you. You didn't tell me. I don't know if this is a false memory, but I just remember in my distant past, right around kindergarten and 1st grade, consistently doing this. Opening a chip bag from both ends on accident consistently. I don't really know why or how I would get into those situations, but for some reason, chip bags were always just a puzzle. Remembering when I was 7 and found out that showers instead of baths saved water, so then filled up a bath with a shower head to save my parents money. What? I mean, I guess that's some serious logic right there, but how long would it take you to fill up an entire bathtub with a shower head? Did you leave the shower running for like an hour? Baby elephant tries to hide behind the light pole after spotted eating sugarcane. Oh, look at him try. He's attempting to hide, but we could see essentially all of him. Oh my God, I just joined my nephew's Instagram live and he goes, "That's my gay uncle, everyone." Seriously, I don't know why he feels to tell everyone that constantly. You really thought a child could be discreet? That's not going to happen. I don't know. To your nephew, that's just something that he wants to share with everybody. If anything, that goes to show that he loves you. That's him showing love. My 8-year-old in the car today. Do you want me to throw the confetti in my pocket? No, not in the car. Why do you have confetti in your pocket? It's my emergency confetti. I carry it everywhere in case there's good news. Your son or daughter is a genius. That is brilliant. Everybody should walk around with confetti and streamers in their pockets just to make good news better. Could you imagine someone be like, I got a job today, and just throwing confetti in the air? That should be a new addition to the American culture. I'm saying that now. If I become president, I'm making that law. Everybody must hold confetti in their pockets just for good news and nothing else. Maybe for defense if you want to throw confetti into somebody's eyes, but you got to get a license for that. You know, there's a whole lot of politics. Congratulations, especially to the little girl in her stroller this morning who pointed to my dog and proudly announced, "Pig." Alright, so yeah, this morning Titus asked the Magic 8 Ball if he should throw it at the TV at Al and Yolanda's, and unfortunately the Magic 8 Ball said yes, so he threw it. And, you know, I wasn't planning on buying a new TV today, but at least it was a Black Friday sale. Magic 8 Balls are pretty substantial toys, so he really just chucked maybe an equivalent of a hard softball at a television. And to be honest, it seems like he got away pretty scot-free, because if I did that, I don't know how alive I'd be right now. You ever just take all the wet wipes out of the wet wipe pack to dry them out so that you can use them? Apparently the child that did this was only trying to help because he didn't want to use napkins that were wet, so he put them on a drying rack so that they can be used. You know, because nobody was to use wet wipes. Oh Lord, somebody teach this kid how to spell. But the funny thing about this is that it only gets better with age. Imagine him coming back 10 years later to his YouTube channel and seeing all of this. It's just gonna be nothing but endless fun. What's not funny about coming across a video that you made that's titled Day 1 of f***ing Eminem?
The only B word I called my mom is beautiful, right, bitch?
Jordan, stop that. Come on. Give me that.
It's about that time. We're back at it again with sus art with Panda Daddy, and we got rocket ships. Yup. Don't take your mind out of the gutter. That's rocket ships. You can tell. You can see the windows. You can see how they're kind of straight, but also sometimes curvy rocket shapes. You can see that. And then the little spheres on the bottom, those are the engines. You know, the little rocket engine jiffies. Yeah, so there's nothing really strange about this. They definitely don't look like dildo. My 2-year-old and 4-year-old have been communicating via walkie-talkie for 20 minutes. They're in the same room, and the walkie-talkies have no batteries. Over. I truly cannot explain the fascination I had with walkie-talkies when I was in middle school. I thought they were the coolest thing ever. I felt like Agent Cody Banks, you know, just rocking around the playground with my walkie-talkie, giving it to a friend and just talking. I don't understand why they were so interesting or so fun, but it just caught my attention. And the funny thing is, I'm not the only one. There's plenty of other boys around that age group, that middle school age group, who found walkie-talkies to be just as interesting too. I truly do not understand why that caught my eye and why I was fascinated with walkie-talkie technology for like 2 years straight. B9, playing Paper Mario. Halfway through the game, get to the part where you have to buy a quest from the store. Shop owner Toad says item is out of stock and will be in stock soon. Assume it means I actually have to wait for it. Spend 3 IRL months checking in the game to see if the item has come back in stock yet. 8 years later, watching a speedrun of the game, realize you don't have to wait for it. You just had to continue the game and it come after the checkpoint. Am I retarded? Yes!
Leva na cabeça. Cuidado. Sai daí, Andrei. Fica quieto.
Tá vendo como é que vai? Esse é o santo do pau oco. Ele é muito santo que quer, tá vendo? Tem que quebrar já. Fica aí, que é pra não quebrar, pra não subir, pra não quebrar, não cortar aí.
Ele tá suado, ó.
Menina, será? Pô, eu pensei que esse me tava agarrado na energia.
Eu também. Peraí.
Você vai quebrar caro, pagar caro. Se ele tivesse saído, ele ia sair sem dizer nada. Como ele não conseguiu sair, começou a chorar.
Good evening, everyone. Who needs a free Happy Meal? We have 18 available. My 5-year-old knows how to Grubhub. Ooh, that looks expensive. But hey, I'll take one. You ever build a skeleton and mess it up so bad you give him a skeleton dick? This is my baby cousin, and he's dressed as a smoke detector for Halloween. None of us know why he's really obsessed with smoke detectors. That's all he asked for in the way of presents for the past 2 years. He calls them snow detectors. Also, he has a scrapbook of everyone in the family posing with their smoke detectors. I can think of only 2 reasons why he would be such an aficionado of smoke detectors. 1, this is a major sign of him wanting to be a firefighter. This could be the first little foray into that career path. Or 2, you just got a weird kid, and he's gonna be like this forever. This is how he's going to be. This is his personality. He's gonna be into weird stuff, and this is just gonna make him into a unique person. He's just never gonna be a boring guy.
Us are separated.
Ziggy!
My mom is a teacher, and a few years ago, she was teaching a class of 2nd graders. I was in her school, and the kids were having recess outside. And I was walking through the doorway, and I saw a 2nd grade boy and girl sitting on the ground in the hallway. The girl was crying, and the boy looked pissed off. I asked what they were doing. The boy responded, talking about our relationship, in the most serious voice a 2nd grader could muster. I continued walking, and never saw them again. Hey, don't make fun of them. I mean, holding hands for an entire week, that's a serious relationship. That's crazy. When my brother was like 9, he said, "Get the instead of "get the flag" on Roblox, so they banned him, and he cried so hard he threw up on the carpet. Went through the drive-thru at the bank, and the lady gave my kids a lollipop. Connor goes, "It took that long just to get candy?" "Yeah, bud. We just waited 20 minutes at the drive-thru candy store."
Am I pee-pee? Am I?
You're a hot dog.
I'm a hot dog?
Why is my son throwing himself on the ground screaming? I asked him what color vitamin he wanted. I'm a f***ing monster. Yeah, maybe next time you just assume what he wants and just give him blue. He'll be alright with blue, I'm almost certain. As a kid, I had to take choir in school, but I hated it, so I would just mouth the word watermelon over and over so it looked like I was singing. I have never heard of mandatory choir before. Oh my goodness, what school did you go to? That's crazy. The girl I babysit has made me watch WALL-E 10 times, so I assumed it was her favorite movie. But today, her mom told me that she watches it because she thinks it's my favorite movie. Aww, that is precious. She just wants you to be comfortable and like feel included. That's great. That's great. So when I was a kid, we used to have those thick TVs, like the ones with the round screen. Anyway, it had a disc player at the bottom of it. I really liked 3 movies, and wouldn't you know it, I shoved all 3 movies into the disc slot, hoping that the characters would get along. I only got a butt whooping and a broken TV. You ever just get real creative and smear butter and peanut butter all over your TV? I mean, there's a whole lot of TV slander in this video. Already someone threw a magic ball at a television, somebody jammed 3 movies in a television, and now this person's trying to eat it by, well, covering it in butter. Looks good though. I recently told the 8-year-old she should always replace the toilet paper when it runs out. Just found this in the bathroom. She's following your rule. You can't be upset. She replaced the toilet paper roll with her own toilet paper roll, alright? She used some creativity. She did what you said. You were in specific. I'm not here for this 8-year-old slander. She did it right. She did it right. Seriously, my kid just took a bite out of the pie and filled the hole with potatoes to hide the evidence. I have many questions. Are these just raw potatoes that he cut up and like carefully put into the, the hole? Or did he take potatoes off of his plate and put it onto the pie thinking that nobody was going to see the difference? Either way, your kid is a budding genius and you should foster this growth. You should foster this type of activity because he'll become probably the funniest guy in the room, to be honest.
Pour it in there. For some reason, I didn't think you'd pour the whole thing. That's kind of on me.
My mom didn't let me play Animal Crossing for a while because when I got a note saying that my neighbor Hazel the squirrel moved away, I cried so hard I threw up on the carpet. This is twice. This is 2 times now in this video. I didn't know that was even possible. I've never been so distraught and so upset that I've caused myself to throw up. That has never happened to me. Maybe I'm in a privileged position. Maybe I'm just lucky. But is that normal? Has anybody else experienced this? He really is just sitting here watching TV like he ain't just used the whole thing of Vaseline on his head, man. Homie is gonna be moisturized forever. He probably will never have to see a jar of Blue Magic till he's 20. His hair is gonna be moisturized till the end of time. You know, the saddest thing about this image isn't just the spit all over the cake, it's the fact that the candle's not even lit. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like if you liked the video, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you get these notifications every time. In the most recent poll, a lot of you guys are showing some interest into the r/morbid reality series. You want me to go back and try to make that, possible for this channel, and I'm attempting to do that. So you will be seeing a new attempt at a second episode this week. You'll see it at the end of the week or Saturday. I don't know if it's gonna be Friday or Saturday. I gotta see how that works out. But I'm gonna try to make sure that you guys get that content because a lot of you guys enjoyed it, and I'm here to entertain. And as always, got to thank the Patreon supporters. So thank you to Hostmar, Keith Myers, Hannah, Catherine Taylor, Arolina, Eva, John Robinson, Ethan, Noah, Muffy Lou Who, Trey, Destroyer, Darth Vader 12, The German Dude, Rusty Nail in Your Foot, Dustin, Will Billy, Arjen, and Vermont. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there are 2 links in the description, one to my Patreon and one to my merch store. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.